Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Uncalled For. We have a great show for you tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun. I hope you've had a great week. We've got a new one coming up, so I think we just need to have some fun and bash the crap out of some silly flat earthers. How's that sound? So let's get right around the room and see how everyone's doing this evening. I'm going to start with DKG Custom. DKG, how are you? Hello, Doris.
Oh, hello, boys and girls, and everything in between. How are we doing? In the words of the sheriff from Blazing Saddles, where's all the white women at? I love it.
Oh my God.
What's going on? This show is slowly becoming sexually overrun by testosterone.
It is. We're gonna watch that.
Come on, girlies, get in here.
We got a sharp-witted one about to jump in, so just wait. Sorry, Aimee, keep going.
Exactly. That's okay. Thank you. Next up, we have Astra. Astra, how are you this evening?
Well, I know where the white women are at. They're all in my bed. My wife just in the other room, not even phased. I'm doing quite well. I went on a little bike ride with my wife and dad, and we took Cece on the bike first time. She did very well. You know how dogs are when they stick their heads out of the cars? Mm-hmm. I put her in a backpack with her head sticking out on my back, and she just the entire time basically stuck her head out, smelling and licking at everything. It was really cute.
That's adorable.
Yeah, it was a really good morning bike ride, and it was good to see my dad.
Awesome. That's great. That's awesome. And next up, we have Mipet. Mipet69, how are you today?
Good morning, guys. Yeah, doing quite well. Thank you very much. I got my cup of tea. I fed the ferret. So we're good to go here. Looking forward to some stupid people today.
That's
And
right.
I apologise in advance because I went vault diving and found a few of these. So I'm really sorry, but not sorry. This is going to be great. Enjoy, Astra.
This should be great. I can't wait. And last but not least, we have Dick Dawson. Dick, how are you this evening?
Oh, doing well, doing well. I saw the video list for tonight, and I can just tell everybody watching right now to push your monitors out of punching range and definitely pad your hands because this one's going to be rough. You're going to love this shit. It's going to be great.
Oh no, I use this computer for work.
Oh no.
And I do have to say, Mipet, when you say things like fed the ferret, I mean, you can't say that without me doing a little dirty little snigger in the background.
Well, she's very playful. Oh, God, that helped not in the least.
Not at all.
Shut up, Doris. Be quiet.
I'm muting.
That's awesome.
Please, continue.
Oh, no.
Uh-oh.
So, should we should we dive into the list because
Yes,
it is
please.
rough. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
let's-
So, let's see here. How this one is just amazing, and I know that Astra's going to want this for sure. Even the birds know that the Earth is flat.
Yeah, let's
How-
do that one
What?
for Astra. Yeah. Yes.
The birds.
That's kind of interesting because you do know that bees know the Earth is a globe.
Yeah.
It's all part of
we
that
just need to
communication
get the
system.
birds and the bees together. There just needs to be a talk about the birds and the bees,
Yeah,
and they'll figure it out.
yeah. You know what happens?
I like it.
when that starts. Oh, it's messy.
Yes. It's not a talk that you look
This is
forward
why the
to.
bees don't need the birds anymore.
When a bird, when a mummy bird and a daddy bee love each other very much, the daddy bee puts on a tiny little condom.
Oh,
Oh no, that won't help.
okay, let's get to the videos, please.
video.
All right. So I'm scared. Then again, I'm not really sure that the bird has much to worry about if he's got a bee knocking on his door. I mean, I'm pretty sure that you can just work around that. But here we go then. So this is going to be, well, something.
Hey guys,
It's gonna.
just wanted to say, even the birds know the Earth is flat. Why do you think they migrate out with the sun in the winter and then they migrate back in with it in the summer? It's really, really simple. You see, that couldn't happen on a spinning ball with the sun way out in outer space.
What?
They wouldn't have nowhere to migrate to. Keep it
What?
flat, guys.
What?
Have a good day.
Wait, okay.
Oh my God.
What? I think argument to debunk. It's just nonsense. That was just some words together. Like, yes, they'd have somewhere to migrate to. South.
Well, I mean, the thing is, if you were following his logic, then birds would be flying round and round in circles.
I don't understand why they would have nowhere to go. I mean, you have the entire globe. Just because it's not flat doesn't mean they can't just, simply tour around and do their thing. What the actual hell?
I think he's saying that it's not just like he's making the point that Earth is more than just like a suburban neighborhood. Like Earth has to be more than a few miles across. Otherwise, where would the birds go? Like, that is a good point. The shape of the Earth isn't going to affect whether the birds have anywhere to go.
Oh my god. Well, it's like me thinking that the Canada geese that that migrate south. I would think, oh well, they just went to Lewiston, and then they'll go south for a little bit.
Well, it's not like the birds are putting on really, really strong sunglasses and looking for the sun and following it. That's not what migration is. It's about them moving south.
Exactly.
It's just following the seasons.
Exactly. Has nothing to do with following the sun.
I don't know. A lot of bird species follow the sun, which is why they always travel west, and they just lap the earth every day.
There you go.
Fast. They're super
Absolutely super fast. Cover all that.
Yeah, don't they fly towards the sun with like one wing over their eyes?
No. You know how it's done is all they have to do is hover, and with the rotation speed of the Earth, they can get around really quick. I think it's about 24 hours ish.
I love the fact that 30 seconds of a video has made you guys talk for and freak out for the song. It's so cool.
Oh, by the way,
awesome.
Aimee, another lady person has appeared.
Yes, they have. Yes, I was just waiting for the conversation to lull before I could get in. But we do want to welcome Purple. Purple Rhymes with Oranges with us this evening as well. How are you?
Hello, I'm doing okay.
Excellent.
Yeah, I think this guy's just trying to make a roundabout claim that we can't have seasons on a sphere.
Yep.
But
that's ridiculous.
How we have seasons. Like, how do seasons work on a flat Earth model? I actually don't know this, because as anyone who took middle school science or watched that one amazing Bill Nye episode, we have seasons because the Earth's axis is tilted. As you said, like 80 bajillion times in that episode, just in case you weren't paying attention, for like 79 bajillion times.
Well, from what this guy was saying, he apparently thinks that the sun moves in a smaller circle close to the North Pole in summer and moves further out in the winter.
What are the gravitational dynamics of that? How does that even work? What's holding up this? Like, what?
I know.
That doesn't make sense.
It doesn't. The beauty of the internet, get to display your ignorance for all to see. That's awesome.
So, and the other thing is literally there was 3 seconds left in that video. It's done.
Wow.
Yeah.
You might have missed a good bit.
The good bit. That's funny. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Okay, here.
So what do we have next?
Well, let's see here. Here, I got to put that in a folder of special. There we go. Okay, so we have the globe model can't predict eclipses.
Oh.
And we have one more called the number 1 flat earth proof. Take your pick. Choose your poison.
I gotta know what the number 1 flat earth proof is. I gotta know what's number 1.
Yeah. Let's do that one, please. That sounds
all right. Let me get that
I know
loaded up.
So, oh God.
Oh dear God. Okay. That laugh was just evil. Yeah.
Now I'm scared.
Yeah.
Shit, me too.
Very frightened.
All right. So I'm gonna get myself a dead raccoon and sit here ready. Here we go.
I'm Mitchell from Australia, and this is the number 1 flat earth proof. The premise to this starts with the sextant and how we use the sextant in celestial navigation.
We look directly through the sextant
at the horizon. But if you live on a globe, what horizon are you actually looking at, Globers? Is it the Earth horizon? The water horizon? The horizontal reference plane? The visible horizon? How about the sensible horizon? The geodal horizon? Or the celestial horizon? Well, it's certainly not the geometric horizon. You know, Earth curve? No, that was debunked by the Black Swan over 18 months ago. But now, the globe-believing zealots
this one's
tell
done.
us that their horizon
Okay.
is...
So, first of all, compared to the Earth, we humans are very, very, very small and very, very, very close to the Earth. So, we can't see like these horizons all look the same to us. First of all, he is just making up things. Two, it's just one horizon, even on a globe, because the closer you get to a sphere and the bigger the sphere gets in comparison to you, the easier it is to basically call it a flat plane. In mathematics, a lot of times when you're dealing with giant spheres, you just kind of assume they're flat for the sake of making math easier. That's something that you do if you're like pretending you're on the surface of the sun, or like looking at potential cosmic curvature, or if you're on the Earth. Like, basically, I mean, it's the same trick that when you say sine of an angle at a small enough angle is just the angle. Like, this is a mathematical shortcut that we use all the time. Of course, a sextant, which is just a tool that you fucking eyeball, isn't going to have a problem with that. You shaking your hand because you're trying to hold your hand still and aren't like, I don't know, a tripod is going to cause more issues than these potential different horizons. We are so small.
Steam Cup Reason just put up a video to try and demonstrate, a perspective scale. Because that's what these people always trip over. They have no concept of scale.
It's just scale. It's just, we're small.
I'm just bringing up something here. Hold on here. Let me transition it over. And there's a sextant that you can buy right now on Amazon. You'll see that it is actually based on a curve. The only way to move that main control is on a curve. Why do you think that is, buddy? Are you kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me? I don't even know how to work the damn thing, but I can instantly tell because I have an equatorial mount for my telescope that is designed to work with the curvature of the Earth. Just look at it, you idiot. Fuck. So, yeah. Should we let him continue? There's a lot left, unfortunately. We might have to have a poll. Is Jen in the house?
Oh, yeah, the poll is open and going.
Okay.
I just wanted to ask you, Dick, did you scroll down to see what other things people bought with that sextant?
One of them was
a level.
Well, one of them. One of them was actually a picture. Well, no, one of them was actually a picture of Bob Nodell. I'm just saying.
It's got a review from Bob. Couldn't figure it out.
So, should I dive in a little more?
Yes, please.
All right, here we go.
It's not an actual horizon. So how do we have a tangent to a refracted horizon? When you're viewing a star on a globe, how are we measuring an angle to the horizon if it's refracted? You will never ever get an angle to a refracted horizon. This is a major problem if you think you live on a globe, because celestial navigation would be impossible. So what have you done to keep your religion of a sphere Earth semi-plausible? You presuppose
this see how big the ship is? It
Yeah.
would be a problem if your ship were bigger than Russia.
Yeah. I mean, think about it. Most ships in like sci-fi and whatnot aren't that big.
Also,
What the hell?
How this is just the Mercator projection smacked on a globe. Like, they didn't even get the equator right in this projection. Notice how the equator of the written globe is going through Canada.
Oh yeah.
The Earth is a globe.
Well, actually, if you look at that, the ship is bigger than all of Africa.
Yeah. Now, a lot of that is because they're using the Mercator projection, which does dramatically reduce the size of everything below the southern hemisphere and like really messes things. Like the Peters projection is better if you need a projection of Earth on flat paper, but like dumb map snobbery aside, why, if you are illustrating a globe, did you feel the need to get a blank globe and copy paste a terrible Peters projection onto it? You could just take the globe projection, which isn't even a projection, it's just the globe. Just Google globe Earth and put that in. Like, this is just really bad. And it, as someone who cares a little too much about maps.
It looks like someone stole the North Pole.
Yeah, I was just going to say that too. Where that ship is going to go either onto a flat thing or it's just going to go into a hole or something.
Sorry, that was me. I needed it. I can't tell you why, but you'll find out soon.
Santa.
Dawson is kidnapped Santa Claus, is what I'm hearing.
Dawson is Santa Claus.
Oh.
He's borrowing the North Pole.
Yeah, whenever I drink rum, I just get this, chubby look to me and the beard grows out all gray and boom, before you know it, I'm just, flying behind some reindeer hoping they don't shit.
This is why you send out microphones for everybody the rest of the year, you fucking idiot.
Oh yeah, Tony Regime in the chat says, "Hey Dawson, it's the entrance to Hollow Earth." Shh. God damn it. Shh. It's a secret. Can we push play again? Nobody heard that, right? Let's just go back,
Right.
okay? We'll edit that out.
Okay. Quick, before HR contacts me again.
Okay, so now that you've all been neuralized, let's go back to the video.
That line, 90
They won't
degrees
even
above
notice.
your head, the zenith, actually runs to the center of your presupposed spherical Earth. And 90 degrees from that, you've made up a new horizon, the celestial horizon, which you say is a horizontal plane passing through the Earth's center, perpendicular to the zenith. So, after presupposing all these things, you can now use your sextant. But globe believers, realizing that their visual horizon is refracted, can't yet look at the horizon through the sextant. So yet another horizon is needed to be fabricated. They use the bubble level in the sextant to create the artificial horizon, which we are then told is parallel to the celestial horizon, essentially taking away the curvature of the Earth. Because even globe
That's how
believers
90
know
degree
you
angles work.
cannot measure an
He
angle.
just drew how it works. He drew it and he's like, supposedly this works. And it's like, yes.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
how angles work. Also, Europe is not tropical. Notice how the dots
around the center of the Earth, like supposedly like through the equator, is Europe. I'm still not over the bad projection. I'm still not over the bad map.
If that was proper, Britain would never ever see snow again. Never would have.
It's simple as this. Britain is tropical because otherwise I wouldn't be able to buy pineapples.
Okay, touche. There you go.
Well, I would never have winter either if that map is correct too. Do you notice that I'm actually on the equator there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Most of Canada on this map is tropical. Like everyone, all Canadians are living in the tropics.
Well,
why do
the Hawaiian shirts on, everybody?
Why do so many of the people I know up here have snowmobiles and stuff? What's even the point of those things?
I know. And what's that white crap that I get for a good
it's for collecting
5 months
coconuts
out of the year?
Yeah.
Yeah, that white crap.
Yeah, white crap. Half a shovel.
Awesome. Well, oh hell. What are we looking at on the vote there? I haven't even looked. We're close. We're close. A few more votes and we can, kick the curb and go on. It's not like anything we've got in the bag is any better, but these are the choices in life.
The funny thing is right. Okay, I do not know how to use a sextant. I have no fucking clue, and neither does he. But they're quite happy to come along and be an absolute expert on the sextant, and having never used one, never seen one, and never been to sea with one. So what is the point? It's just another flat earth fuckwit because people have come across and saying, look, sextant proves a globe. They always have to do. You'll notice this a lot whenever somebody comes along with something. This proves the globe. They have to do an opposite and say, no, this proves the flat earth, and then just come with it with absolute total misunderstanding. Every single time.
Well, Tony Regime in the chat's got it. He says, hey, Dawson, he's strawmanning. You don't aim at the horizon. You aim at the star and measure the angle to determine your latitude, longitude. Yes, that's right. Thank you for making it very clear and concise. And I definitely wanted to read that out because it's way better said than what I was going to say. That little spur for votes. Oh, we're at the numbers. Should we let it play just long enough that we can, make them go somewhere else and do our thing?
Yes, please.
To a curved surface you think's beneath your feet. Look at this. You're pretending you're living on a globe, but in order to measure angles, you need to pretend you're living on a flat plane. This is
enough.
That's how mathematical shortcuts work. That's like, we don't use general relativity in our day-to-day life. We use Newtonian physics because it's simpler. Like, what?
Well, and how you measure a triangle is not going to change regardless of if you're standing on a globe or standing on a flat plane. Measuring a triangle is still going to work the same way.
Yep. And parallel lines, when bisected, will be bisected at the same angle by the bisecting line. Like, basically, if you have a line going through two parallel lines, it's going to hit those two parallel lines at the same angle because those parallel lines aren't at an angle with each other. So like 90 degrees plus 0 is going to be 90 degrees. Like, it's very, very basic, like the first unit of geometry in middle school. Like, come on. I'm just in pain.
Yeah. I got one for him here. Unfortunately, you guys won't hear it because I have to do the whole transition thing first.
Shut up, Meg.
It was the audio to "Shut Up, Meg." It goes by so fast that I can't get it to do its monitor for you guys. There it is. Okay, here, I'll play it again for you. Oh, didn't it work?
I'll do it for you. Shut up, Meg.
Shut up, Meg. There we go.
Yeah,
Matt
I
just
wonder.
did it.
Yeah. Why isn't it?
Shut
coming
up,
through?
Meg.
There it is.
There it is.
Meg.
Shut
Meg.
up, Meg. That's right.
All right, there we got one set up for Doctor. So let me go into the bag of tricks and see what we have next. That was painful. We'll put that into the get the hell out of here folder. So we have.
It's Santa's sack of sorrowness.
Don't forget that.
Well, it is.
The number one flat earth proof. Just remember that.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, I forgot
The
that.
number one.
So where was the proof? Did anyone hear it?
Exactly.
I think the proof was, why do we pretend, like, it's circular reasoning. It's assuming we live on a flat earth, why would we pretend to live on a globe only then to simplify our mathematics to pretend we live on a flat plane if we just live on a flat plane? That makes no sense. And it's like, of course, it's circular reasoning. If you assume we live on a flat plane, of course it makes no sense to assume we live on a globe and then assume we live on a flat plane. But bear with me. Say we live on a globe, but it's a really big globe and we're really small. And doing math with spheres is much harder than doing math with flat planes. So what if, to make things slightly easier for ourselves, we assume that at very, very small scale, like in very small pieces, the Earth is flat. So like the very close to you surrounding Earth, like what you can see, let's pretend that's flat to make the math easier. Because I mean, it's kind of flat, really close. Like it's very small squares. That's what they do. That's it. It's just making the math easier. Like Chicago, as a city, you can pretty much call it flat. There's a little curvature, but not much because it's very small. And the Earth is very big.
Good one.
And also, if the Earth is flat, why would we have had to invent the blooming? I forgot what it's called now. The instrument we've just been talking about.
The sextant?
Sextant. Yeah, we would never have needed to invent that. Surely.
True enough. No, completely true. We should get Aimee. I think she's got something for us.
Yes, we do. We have a milestone message. Did you want to read it, Matt? Or you don't have to.
Gary Lowe said, "Hey,
Get
look,
rid
I
of the
got one
microphone.
of these. Have one."
He did. He got one of those. He got a milestone message. Thank you so much, Gary. We appreciate it. That's awesome.
Awesome. I love seeing that. That's cool.
Yes.
Okay, so here I'm going to go into picking mode, and we have globe model can't predict eclipses, or the number one globe killer, the Australian black swan.
Yeah.
I have several problems with just that title.
I think I've heard.
And I really hope there's ballet in this.
I think I've heard the Australian black
Natalie
swan
Portman
already.
isn't doing ballet in this video. I will be disappointed.
Then you will be.
Yes.
Oh.
So, well, okay. I think we're going with Australian black swan for the win, the loose. No, the win. I'm not sure how to actually word that one. But
I just want to say, are you really sure you want this one, Astra?
Honestly,
Okay, I'll take that as a yes. Go on, Dick.
yeah. Well, Garrus in the chat voted heavily for that one too, so we have no choice now. So here we
There you
go.
go.
This is not my fault.
I'm Mitchell from Australia, and this is the Australian black swan. This footage was filmed from an observer height of 5.5 feet with a Nikon P900. This is point perpendicular. You can see the lighthouse, and these rocks are just demarcation rocks. This is not the argument. My observer location is here on Collingwood Beach in Jervis Bay on the New South Wales south coast. I was viewing these rocks here near point perpendicular. The distance is 7.8 miles. Now that's not the distance to the horizon. That's just the distance to the bottom of the rocks. And I'm just using the elevation tool here to show that the highest elevation possible is about 5.7 meters above sea level. Enhancing this image, we can see that there is a mirroring layer below this boat. That's not refraction or a mirage, simply just mirroring. And we can see the bottom of those rocks where it touches the water 7.8 miles away. This is just a demarcation point. Here is the horizon far beyond 7.8 miles.
Loving
And to
the
put it
font.
beyond all doubt that the horizon is far in the distance past those rocks, we're about to see a boat appear from behind those rocks, and the horizon still in the distance beyond that boat. The horizon is definitely beyond 7.8 miles from my
Please get
observer
a
point.
tripod. Please get a tripod.
Please stop making videos.
I mean, also that, but like, if you have to keep making videos, tripod.
Well,
Wow.
he shows there is a horizon. He's just arguing about the distance. So he's not saying it's a flat Earth. He's just saying the globe is a lot bigger than we thought it was.
That's a really good point.
It looks kind of refractory to me.
Yes. Well, that's what I was going to say. Does anybody here know much about refraction? Because obviously this guy doesn't and could use a little bit of a lesson. I myself, I know I usually turn to Mike Bertelson for this one because he seems to just simply know the math and stuff. He gets really good at it, but he's not here at the moment. So,
At the moment, most of these flat earther space deniers and all those are talking about maths as squiggly, liney number things. They don't call it maths anymore. It's wiggly lines and numbery things.
They don't like maths very much.
Yeah, they just don't even go there anymore.
Me neither.
They know they're
to
so
be honest
wrong.
with you. I mean, me neither. But to be honest with you, I don't like doing maths. But you know, when you're doing
I know
things
how
like
to
this,
do it.
maybe you should do the maths.
Yeah.
well, I just want to test something here, see if anybody hears this on the stream and all.
I heard it.
I heard the gong.
Yeah. I wonder if everybody out there heard it, because that's supposed to be, audible when it gets hit. So we'll see.
said
No.
Damn. Does that mean the video's not been gonged off yet?
Yeah, well, it's very strange that they're not hearing it, because it's being put through the one that it should. I don't know what's going on. It's that goddamn virtual mixer thing going on. So anyway, I don't know.
Well,
I'll add a
just
gong
tell
in the
me.
background here.
Yeah, just tell me when you want it. I'll go. There you go.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Okay, well, it's coming up. It's coming up.
This is coming up.
So we do a bit more of this one. There's a minute 38 left.
Sure.
All right. You could vote, people.
So let's put this observation through modus tollens. If P, then Q. not Q, therefore not P.
No,
If P,
not
the Earth, is a
Lotus
sphere
Times.
with radius 3959 miles, then Q, every distance to horizon, must be no more than 1.22 times the square root of the observer's height in feet. Enter the Australian black swan. From an observer height of 5.5 feet, distance to the horizon can be no more than 1.22 times the square root of 5.5 feet, which equals 2.35 miles. That is where the
Do we
horizon,
wanna
the
check the
physical
math on
Earth
this?
curvature, must be
Also,
on a s-
he didn't present. So I have two problems with this. One, there's no proof for this 1.22 times the square root of the height, is my first problem. The second problem is he went from feet to miles. And I'm going to very quickly get the square root of 5.5 and multiply it by 1.22, because here's the
it's
thing.
not going to be much.
If it's just so hold on. 5.5. We are taking square root times 1.22. I got 2.86 feet. Just
really?
Yeah, what was the 1.22? Where did he get that from?
I don't know, but if we're taking the square root of 5.5, so 5.5 square root, that's 2.345.
And it hasn't changed from feet to miles by doing that.
Yeah, it's still feet.
Mm-hmm.
And then we multiply that by 1.22. That's what he's got on the screen, right? So now we're at 2.86. That's in feet. Now, to get it into miles, we would have to divide by, what is it? Hold on, feet to miles. I should do miles to feet. So 1 mile is 5,280 feet. So 2.86 divided by 5,280. So by his bunk math, standing at a height of 5.5 feet, you would be able to see about 2.86 feet, or 0.00054,189 miles. I don't know what the fuck math this person is doing, but the answer they got was wrong even in feet. No idea where this comes from. Can you go back a little so I can look up what equation he's trying to understand?
How far do you think? Maybe like 30 seconds?
Yeah, because that's 30 seconds. Sorry, I just, whenever someone offers math, it becomes incredibly easy to debunk. Okay, so first of all, I'm going to look up radius of the Earth. Okay, radius of the Earth in miles is 39. Hold on. Yeah, it is 3958.8 miles. Okay. So 3959 miles. That's correct. Then Q, every distance from the horizon must be no more than 1.22 times. Okay, so maybe the conversion is built in. Maybe.
Just don't know where the 1.22 comes from.
Yeah, so I'm gonna look up distance to horizon calculator real quick.
Mhm.
So, observation height in feet, 5.5 meters or whatever, 5.5 feet.
Can't remember. I think so.
Okay, 5.5 feet. Distance would be 2.9 miles, according to this random site. But
Loki Fish in the chat. Loki Fish in the chat says the formula is valid. It's just that D equals miles.
Yep.
And Loki's the kind of person to know.
Okay. Now, question. When we were looking on altitude, was the altitude in meters or feet? Also, someone holding it might be holding it up higher than 5.5 feet, because if your elevation is 5.5 feet, unless the camera is on the ground, if you're an adult, I assume you add an extra 5+ feet. Like, say me, a 5'4" person were there.
Yep.
I'm holding it up at my face. It's 10.5 feet up.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, that the camera's actually going to be, 10 or 11 feet rather than 5.5 feet.
Right. Okay.
Unless his feet are wet.
Yeah. So 10.5 feet, the distance to the horizon is 4 miles. Can you scroll back to see whether he said meters or feet? Because that also changes things.
Okay, let's see here. Where am I going?
Yeah, and in the meantime, Loki Fish said D equals 1.22 times the square root of the height, where D is in miles and the height is in feet.
Okay, so the 1.22 is accounting for... Okay, that's where the 1.22 comes from. It's accounting for the conversion.
But we're arguing about the numbers.
Yeah.
And regardless, there's still a horizon there. Whereas if the Earth was a flat plane with a decent telescope, you should be able to see the Antarctic ice wall.
I mean, yes. Unless you saw something in front of it. But yes. You should be able to.
If that shit from the previous video was in the way.
Well, if you're looking out on, say, the Pacific Ocean, you should be able to see Asia with a good enough camera. And frankly, you should be able to see Asia with the human eye, because we see stars that are billions of light years away. On a clear day, you should be able to see clear across the ocean, although that might not be totally fair because of scattering in the atmosphere. Like it might just kind of fade to blur. But with a good enough telescope and some filters, you should be able to, yes, see across the ocean.
What you're saying is those sneaky Japanese couldn't have snuck up onto Pearl Harbor.
Indeed. There's also There's Garrus and Mark in the chat have both said it doesn't count for refraction, so his entire premise is just right off the chart.
Well, not to mention the fact. Yeah, and not to mention the fact when he goes back to make another observation on another day, he's not more than likely not going to get the same conditions either. So his supposed horizon that's refracting is going to be different. If he's relying so heavily on refraction, it's going to change.
Yeah. Should we bring in a tiny bit more of it? It looks like the vote is pretty much there. And I want to kick him.
Physical Earth curvature must be on a sphere of a radius 3959 miles from a 5.5 foot observer height. And we can clearly see the horizon is far beyond
Yay!
Oh, phew.
I think it finally got through to everybody that time. I hope so. Oh, well, that was terrible. Anybody thoughts and wrap-ups? Is that where we're at here? Yeah, and then I can look through the list and plan something.
Well, that was short. Thoughts and wrap-ups. Bye, everybody.
No, I meant just on the video. Yeah.
Oh, give up caring. Really.
Yeah, I just want to move on to that Eclipse one.
Well,
Oh, it's nice to see Gary Why Bothers in the chat again. Hello, Gary. Goey. He needs you guys.
Oh, I like what this hello has just said. Technology is opening the door to the fifth dimension where we will find an organic matrix system. VR is a man-made matrix. Absolutely.
Yeah. It's PlayStation VR, get it while you can.
Hello's been going on for a while about the Ark and how humans caused the extinction of the dinosaurs.
Yeah. Plausible to me.
Yeah, don't blame me. It nothing to do with me.
Yeah, no, actually it was me. I killed off the dinosaurs. I was just getting sick of them and wanted, a little time for myself.
Yeah.
So you sneezed on them, didn't you?
There wasn't enough,
that was it.
There wasn't enough flat earthers back then to feed them.
Well, here, speaking of, let's pick a video then, shall we? We've got
Yes, please.
yeah, let's get this one into the done folder just so it never comes up again. So we've got the globe model can't predict eclipses. We've got one just titled The Earth is Flat. And we've got Horizon Rises to Eye Level, orthographic view. So, make your selections, people.
Sure. What do you all think?
The graphic view sounds interesting, doesn't it?
It does. That one, yeah.
I like the one that says Earth is flat. Straight to the point.
Yeah.
Very much so.
at some point, I do want to see the eclipses one, but all of these sound entertaining.
Well, how long is the eclipse one, Dick?
For Astra's sake, do not pick another set of three. Stick with that three and work your way through them and give Astra all three of them.
See, you act like you're doing this to be nice, but really you're just harming me.
It's a subtle form of torture.
I can start singing.
Please don't.
No. No. So,
how long is the Eclipsey one?
The Eclipse one is like 5 minutes long. And the Horizon to Eye Level is 5 minutes long.
Should we do them one after each other just for extra?
Here, let's do eclipses then, because it sounds like it's going to be painful.
Yes, please.
And no, I mean interesting, funny. No, painful.
Instruction.
So yeah. Yeah, well, here we go.
I'm Mitchell from Australia, and this is the May 26th, 2021 total lunar eclipse, as predicted by the globe model. But there's just one problem. There was no total lunar eclipse. This is all anyone saw. A partial lunar eclipse. I live streamed this celestial event, expecting to see a blood red moon, a total lunar eclipse, as predicted by the globe model. But I was sadly disappointed, along with millions of other viewers that night, because we only got a partial lunar eclipse. I checked with time and date.
Oh dear God.
I was in the right area at the right time, but we didn't get to see the right event. Time and date still says we got to see a total lunar eclipse. So is this just an anomaly? Or a mistake by the globe model prediction? Even NASA got it wrong. This is what they predicted with their scientific visualization studio. which I want to point out there's nothing scientific about. And this is what NASA actually saw. A partial lunar eclipse. But surely this was just a one-off. Let's skip forward now 2 weeks, June 10th, 2021, to the annular solar eclipse. The ring of fire that so many people had been waiting for.
Now let's take a look at who's going to actually get to see this event on the morning of June 10th. And in particular, those of you that are going to be in the sweet spot for the Ring of Fire solar eclipse in Canada, Greenland, and Russia. Particularly in parts of Canada, Greenland, and Russia, the eclipse will be a much more impressive show and produce what is called a Ring of Fire solar eclipse. This specific type of solar eclipse occurs when the moon is just a little bit farther away from the Earth and doesn't quite cover up the entire surface of the sun as it does during a total solar eclipse.
Animation courtesy of NASA's pseudoscientific visualization studio. And you know it's true because a guy in a NASA shirt told you. And let's check this prediction from timeanddate.com. What we call the moon moving across the sun and creating the ring of fire. This is what we should have seen. But what did we actually see? This is from NASA videos, and this is the best they got. A partial solar eclipse. Again, another failed prediction. Why do ballers constantly tell us that the globe model is true because it can predict things?
Wait,
like
hold on. Sorry, I can't let this go. He just called us all ballers. He knows that's a compliment, right?
Yeah.
Like in modern slang, baller is a good thing.
Yeah.
Like it means high rollers. Like he's giving us a compliment.
Yeah. They seem to have taken that for their own needs. There's nothing here that has shown me that like he's showing us a video of it from a YouTube right now. There's nothing that shows me exact coordinates of where that video was taken. If they were ever so slightly not in the perfect spot, then sure. Okay, fine. Now, I know Tony Regime in the chat earlier on the first one that was shown, the prediction was actually that it would not be 100% perfect. And what we saw was actually the prediction. Yeah, here we go. I got the chat again.
Yeah, exactly. And that's what happened. And I can vouch for that too. I saw the partial solar eclipse from here. We got to see, the partial part of it where we got to see the crescent.
You mean
there's nothing wrong with what they showed. And also the lunar eclipse showed exactly a partial lunar eclipse. I mean, it wasn't perfectly within the whole area. You're going to get some light to come through. I mean, that's what happens.
You mean someone on the internet with less than stellar video quality could be lying or just wrong? You mean someone who doesn't grammar check or look for high-res videos? Like, can we talk about the level of low-res video that he wants us to believe is the best NASA could get? Like, the NASA has telescopes that get high-res images of the sun constantly. Like, you can look at their time lapses of the sun. They have really, really high-res images there. And this guy's like, yeah, this blurry low-res nonsense is the best NASA could do. And I'm like, on the face of it, that's ridiculous.
Well, look here. Ugly German Truths in the chat sent me the image. And this is a map from NASA for this eclipse. And Australia has only got a bit of a penumbra slice and no total eclipse at all. This is the exact prediction for where that person... God damn it. Like, but the viewers had this figured out before we even hit pause, So these guys are just reaching at straws. This is cherry picking. This is totally just bullshit.
Purple needs to get in.
Well, even if we take everything he says to be correct and at face value, okay, so the prediction was only 95% correct, not 100% correct. As opposed to, okay, on a flat Earth, how does the eclipse happen at all?
Yeah. Because with their whole, like, you know, that animation we always see where the moon is on one side and the sun is on the other, and they kind of like dance across from each other. How in hell does one get in front of the other?
Yeah, so I would still stick to a model that is being 95% correct as opposed to a model that says nothing at all.
Yeah. Yeah, true enough, right?
Right. And not to mention the fact he's not the only place on Earth that experienced that eclipse.
That's right.
You know,
Yeah,
there are going to be different predictions for different areas.
I was going to say
And
that
why-
night, the centre of Australia got the full-on eclipse. Like where I am in the centre part, we got the full-on. He's on the slightly the easternmost side. So I'm not surprised he didn't get the full one. And it's the same with the western side. They didn't get the full one, but they got really close to it, if you know what I mean. So, yeah, that's the issue I have. They're just stupid.
I feel like this person is just butthurt that they weren't in the right place to see the eclipse, and they're like, see, flat Earth.
Exactly.
I haven't seen a flat Earth model that explains eclipses. Because, like...
Well, you can't invent shit that just doesn't exist.
And they try to make it sound like in their model, somehow one catches up to the other now and then and gets on top of it or something. But go and look at the Saros cycle and see like how many times this happens in a year, depending on where you live and blah, blah, and whatnot. And then tell me in your flat Earth model where they're usually across from each other, how that can happen at different points across your flat Earth at different times to match the cycle. Because it won't. There's no fucking way.
Now, if you had someone here who actually cares about the flat Earth model, they'll tell you that they do have explanations for eclipses. Unfortunately, when I do hear their shit, I don't retain it because I can't be asked to keep that kind of shit in my head. So I'm sorry, I can't help it.
Well, should we play a little more to encourage some more voting?
Sure.
Okay.
This is some more footage here from Ontario, Canada, where they should definitely have seen the Ring of Fire. But once
That's
again,
so pretty.
this is all they got. So I'm challenging anyone to produce a picture or footage of the annular solar eclipse, the Ring of Fire, on 10th of June, 2021. Prove me wrong and prove your globe model right, because as it stands, your globe model is broken.
Am I missing something that's still
A
an
solar
eclipse?
eclipse happens when a new moon moves between the Earth
Yeah, can
and
you
the Sun.
pause? What was the day and time? I'm just going to look it up real quick.
Yeah.
What was the day and time he mentioned?
Let me just run it back here a little bit.
I think it was the 21st of June.
6, 21.
Globe model is broken.
Oh, hold on.
Was that
Let me
the
go
one
back.
from this
Picture
year, the
or
partial?
footage.
That was on
Oh,
the 10th.
wow. It's almost like image searching it. I'm going to pop this in the chat. It's almost like a image search. Oh, dang it. Hold on. Too many characters. I'm going to pop it in the other chat so Dick can pull it up.
Yeah.
Here's just the image search. You can click on any of them you want, but yeah, you can clear, like, yes, there's loads of footage of the Ring of Fire, like tons of pictures.
That worked out really well.
Yeah, I literally typed in Ring of Fire Eclipse 26, 21, 21. Oh, I should have typed in 6, 21, 21. Oh, that's actually even better. That's an even better image result here. It's basically the same images. But like, what this is so easy. He's putting out this challenge, and anyone with 10 seconds could easily do it.
Yeah.
It's all there. That's the Ring of Fire.
Yeah, there's some good ones there too. Yeah.
Which just shows that he knows his viewers are just going to accept whatever he says and never try to confirm anything.
You think?
Well, it sort of goes to show that he's gone through and found the shittiest photos that he could possibly find. And images, yeah. Because look at how many good ones were on that compared to the shittiest ones that he could find.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it looks to me like he cherry picked up a version of the video to show it not be 100% on purpose. And as we saw, you know, it's actually not too hard to find the right one. I wonder how that happened.
Mark Beiser commented, the NASA video he showed was from after the Ring of Fire part. Clouds were blocking the view during the best part.
Ah. Yep. Well, look at that.
Got a light of fluff.
Yep.
Well, should we a little bit more? What's the vote? We need a few more in. Shall we struggle on and endure?
Definitely have seen the Ring of Fire. But once again, this is all they got.
Oh, wait, I forgot. I forgot
the
to...
full or all of the sun's
catch
rays
us up.
from
There we
reaching
go.
the Earth. By cosmic chance, even though the sun is 400 times wider than the moon, it's also 400 times farther away. Therefore, the two objects appear the same size in our sky.
This model has now been proven wrong, Globers.
Astronomers are able to predict eclipses because the Earth and Moon have very predictable orbits. A total eclipse can only be seen if you're standing within the umbral shadow. That's why the imaginary line created by this shadow as it races across Earth is known as the path of totality. People within the penumbral shadow see only a partial eclipse, the second type. From this view, outside the path of totality, the moon passes in front.
Sorry?
Oh, look, they explained why he saw a partial eclipse, and that's in his video. It's the explanation of why he didn't see a total eclipse.
Yeah.
He wasn't in the path of totality. Oh, boy.
I don't believe his video because he's using cartoons.
Oh, that's funny. You know what? I am happy to say that it looks like we are really, really close on votes. Let me just check that out. Oh, we are so close. So close. Shall we just play one more 20-second bit and I'm sure we'll get that vote?
Of the sun off-center, never fully covering its surface. Third, an annular eclipse occurs when the moon passes directly in front of the sun. However, unlike a total eclipse, the moon appears too small to fully cover the sun. While a total solar eclipse happens somewhere on Earth.
Shut up, Meg.
Shut up, Meg.
I think we're done. The gong has been reached. Oh, I didn't do it though. Here. There we go.
Shut up, gong.
Yeah, we needed a gong, but we needed the Meg. So we had both. There we go. Oh, anybody want to sound off on that while I load up the list? The next choice.
That's the best assessment tonight.
That's my thesis and mine alone. That's my peer review.
I really liked supporting paragraph 3. I really thought it got your point across.
Indeed. Wow. That was kind of painful. I'm I'm a little scared to dive into the list here. What do we got? 612. All right, we do have enough time for a couple. So we have, and I think we should actually watch this one. It's called Flat Earth Confirmed.
Sure, Jan.
Who is this one anyway? I'm not even sure. I don't know where to find the info right now because I can't remember where I grabbed this one from. So we're just going to play it and see who is confirming this mythical flat Earth.
Shut up, Meg.
Maximum flight altitude reached.
What?
Is this a video game?
Oh my God. They're screen capping a phone video game. They went up to the highest you can fly.
No, it's actually a really pretty, it's actually a drone footage, a 360-degree drone footage that they say it's only 30 seconds long. And I thought it was a really pretty image, but it's actually a drone, a 360-degree turn of a drone saying, look, it's flat. But it's not. It's a really pretty. Sorry, I just thought that was really pretty.
Oh, it's okay. Yeah,
So
and,
that's why that was in the list.
Yeah, Ugly German Truth knows it too. He says that's a drone voice module. So here, I'm going to play that one more time. I want to see that again. So hold on a second here. I get it.
Maximum flight altitude reached.
And what is this? Oh, I get it. So the drone can't go very high, and that means that the horizon's flat.
Yeah, a pity it's not on a 360, a proper 360 camera, because then you'd see the horizon is below the center line of the camera.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Ha 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 ha. Oh, that's funny. And this was actually Flat Earth Confirmed is the video. I hope he's just taking the piss here. I mean, seriously? Come on.
I said, I just thought it was pretty.
It's very pretty, but it's not really high enough to prove anything. You'd have to get high enough to see the curvature of the Earth and then show that it wasn't.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, but I bet you that horizon is below the center line of the camera. I bet you. I bet you there's drop.
Oh,
Woden Toad's just written the horizon is a circle.
We're living on a 2D world, and there is a circle passing through it. The circle grows, the circle shrinks.
Okay. Sorry, I'm too many shots deep for Flatland. I'm too many shots deep for Flatland.
Yeah. I saw a really good simulation of that. You know, you got a sphere, a 3D sphere passing through a 2D land, a 2D world, and it would just be this little dot that grows to a big circle and then grows back to a little dot, and all the 2D people would be like, wow, what was that? It was pretty cool. But, you know, not a little off track. So let's put that one in the bin. And what are we going to watch? We have one that's simply titled The Earth is Flat. And I guess it's time for that. Or do you want Horizon Rises to Eye Level Orthographic View?
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
So which one, everybody? What do you think?
Hello.
I'm pretty sure I pulled these ones out of the deep, dank vault. So I'm not sure. It's not me that I just found them. So I'm not to blame for these going in.
Oh, you will be.
No, possibly. But Mitchell from Australia, I take full responsibility. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's
These not my fault. Not my fault.
I want to know what the orthographic
yeah. Say
yeah.
I want to know what that is.
That
okay, yeah. All right. This could hurt. Here we go. Let's check it out.
Hey, my friends. This is a
Got to
quick
fix it.
orthographic demonstration of the horizon rising to eye level. You know, a lot of people don't understand, and, you know, how does the horizon rise to eye level? Well, this is a side view or orthographic view, and you're going to see exactly how it rises. Okay, so here I am in PowerPoint. This window is the same as this window right over here. And so as that moves, I just want you to be able to see it better. I'm actually going to blow it up and put it down here. Let me pause for a second. So this is done in PowerPoint. Now, I have this weight. This is going to ride along the ground.
The tool of all
and it's
scientists.
attached to my eyes, as you'll see here in a second. So that's going to ride out. I'm going to push that out along the ground, out to the horizon. Now, the limitations of PowerPoint only allows me to go out about not even quite a half a mile. A mile is 5,280 feet.
You could make you could make the scale whatever you want. Why is PowerPoint limiting you to half a mile?
Didn't you know PowerPoint won't let you because it's part of the conspiracy?
I see. Yeah, PowerPoint controlled by NASA. Confirmed.
And the Masons and the Nazis and everybody, Illuminati.
Oh yeah, because the Illuminati and the Nazis are on the same side, of course.
Well, PowerPoint, Microsoft, Bill Gates, anti-vaxxer. There you go.
PowerPoint's a flat earther. Y'all knew that, right?
Oh my God. Okay.
All righty. Oh, hang on.
This will go short of a half a mile, but you'll still see that the horizon almost rises eye level. Now, if it could go out to the full 3 miles that they say a horizon forms, then this would be absolutely horizontal, as you'll see in a minute. And I realize that temperature and humidity can play a role in how far you see the horizon and air quality, but all things being equal, the horizon, I believe, forms somewhere around 3 miles out, right? Okay, so let me go ahead and hit play here, and I'm going to move this out. Okay, so it's going out.
What the hell?
Ominous music.
Yeah.
This is really intense for the image.
Yeah.
And you can
Maybe
see
Scooby-Doo's going to come out and do
it's
something.
going all the way out. It's still rising.
It's getting there. It's getting there.
Basically be a horizontal line, and that's at a half a mile. There it is. That's as far as it goes, 2,348 feet. So there you have it. There's the horizon rising to eye level and doing.
No, I see the horizon. The line is eye level. It's not the same as it is at the eye level of this person. It's slightly lower. Can you see the pixels? You see the pixels? The guy in the yellow t-shirt, his eye level is going through the center of the black lines on the right hand side, and he's only showing us a small distance here.
I'd love to show the whole distance.
It's at the bottom. It's at the bottom of the black bar, so it's not rising to eye level. He's proven himself wrong.
He has, because it wouldn't the horizon be what, where the green line goes that he's standing on? That black line is just arbitrary and means 0. It's just his eye level. His horizon would be something entirely different, like the shape of what he's standing on, maybe.
But the dotted line isn't intersecting through the middle of the black dotted lines. So, yeah, fuck it, it's wrong.
If you zoomed out, I want to see this zoomed out.
Yeah, it would be completely different.
Like he manipulated the scale so that it looks like it kind of overlays, but even now you can see that the person is looking down through the spotted line, and it's down. The spotted line is going down through the black line.
Yeah. He's showing like 12 feet of distance.
Yep.
So basically, yeah, it probably would look like that at 12 feet of distance, but this is not what we're talking about. We're talking about much greater distances, you muppet. Fake math.
Dumb guy.
Hit play, Dick. We haven't got enough votes.
Doing it from an orthographic view, a side view.
Thank you.
Which is the same as, this view. Right? Remember when I scan up like this? That's the same view, but from the side. And, let me just add real quick. So these are parallel lines, right? These are parallel wooden planks. Why is this one horizontal? Horizon, horizontal. You know why that one's horizontal? Because that's where the center of the camera lens was. When the camera that took this picture, that's where the camera was. If the camera was here, that would be the horizontal line. If it were on this shadow, right here, the black shadow, that would be horizontal. Anywhere the camera is, and that same goes for our eyes. Wherever the camera or your eyes are, that would be the plank or the line that appears horizontal. Now, without these planks here to see this visually, this would just be open air. It would be clear. You wouldn't see. We still know things that go away from you shrink and get smaller, but you wouldn't have the visual demonstration that the lines give you. Right? So that's just another thing to show. So that if the camera were here or our eyes were up here, then this would be the horizontal line, and all these lines above it would be pointed down. And again, notice how they increasingly, they get more and more to the vertical. They go from horizontal to the vertical.
This is actually a very good explanation. Well, it's not a good explanation, but I get that he's trying to explain how our eyes see depth. Things that are further away are smaller, and everything does kind of get it goes all toward the center because that's how lenses work. That's how our eyes work. But he still hasn't explained why there's a horizon, why it ends. Like why, when I'm, say, standing on the shore of Lake Michigan, I look out and I see that effect, like the horizon is eye level. But why is there a horizon? Why doesn't it keep going? I should be able to see further. At night, I can see stars. I can see the moon. It is much further than the horizon. Like, why does it stop is, I think, the question. Like, why am I not just looking out and seeing the shore of the other side of Lake Michigan? It's because the earth is curved.
Exactly. We got a good comment in the chat from Tony Regime. He says, it's a straw man anyway. He presupposed the earth is flat and moved the line out parallel to the eye line when it should curve down. So that's a good point he made too. And just wanted to bring that up. Thanks.
I love circular reasoning. It's so easy to prove a point when you start with that point as given.
Exactly. And I just wanted to give a shout out to Bob the Science Guy. Good evening. All right. Should we keep going?
Oh, hey, Bob. I also just want to quickly say, Garrus in the chat, eyes are not precision measuring devices. And I totally agree because I wear glasses.
Good point. Shall I let it go then?
Yes, please.
Further away from your eye line or your horizon or the horizontal plane that these lines get, the more steep they get oriented, to a more vertical orientation. That's pretty cool. And so they all point at the same point out in the distance, visually. And that's what we're concerned with here is the visuals. So yes, the horizon always rises to your eye level. Doesn't matter where you are on this wall of parallel horizontal lines. They will always converge at your horizon. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it's funny because my video about 360 cameras on high altitude balloons prove that the horizon does not rise to eye level. But thank you very much for your attempt. Gold star for attendance. That's all I can say.
Yeah, but there's a real mix-up of stuff going on here. He's got some of it correct with the material he's using to show, but then he screws it all up in the wrap-up at the end. It's kind of embarrassing to the scholastic systems that were that he went through, to be honest. I think that's where it lies. Well, maybe his parents. I mean, I'd love to tell his mother she did a crappy job, but I don't know her.
Yeah, I was going to say, if you mute it, it'd probably be a really good video.
Well,
That's actually a good point.
Or maybe an opening for one of the streams.
It does a great job of explaining like horizons in art. Like if you're painting something, you should know that everything goes like. I remember having to learn about perspective in like elementary art class.
Yeah.
I never painted anything that looked like what it was supposed to look like, but we all have different skills. But I did learn that further away things are smaller and the center is always the horizon and far away and things go toward the horizon.
Well, it kind of works until you actually do like a painting looking down a well. Where all the vanishing points are down to the center of the well and horizon is nowhere in fucking sight.
I didn't get that far in art class.
They didn't throw you down enough wells. Maybe I just went to a harsh school.
I stopped taking art before it got that invested, I guess. They're very method with you.
I can't draw stick people, so that's how much I got on art. But shall I let it play a bit more and hope for the votes?
Ooh,
if we must.
So there you have it. The horizon rises to eye level. No doubt about it, always. In this, actually, as cool as the orthographic view is, and if I could have taken it out to 3 miles, you would definitely see it. Probably before that, at a mile, it would be half a mile. It's indistinguishable from perfectly horizontal. So probably at about a mile or two, you wouldn't even be able to distinguish that it was varied off of the horizontal plane ever so slightly. But at 3 miles or whatever it is, it becomes absolutely horizontal and dead in line with your horizon. That's just how it works. And that's it. Okay, my friends, I will.
Shut up, Meg.
Shut up, Meg. I've never really understood this horizon rises to eye level argument in the first place. I really find it hard to figure out what's the point in that. What are you saying? It means nothing. Eye level is where you're looking. Your eyes aren't on a gimbal system looking out at 90 degrees to where you're standing the whole time. It just doesn't make sense.
I don't know. Every single person I've ever met had perfect posture and never turned their head. Eyes directly forward. Wait, I may have been assimilated. Wait a sec. Yeah, I might be a robot.
Maybe your eyes are in your toes.
What if I was What if I was looking down at my untied shoelace?
What if you were a snail?
What?
Snail's eyes are on stalks. They're all over the bloody place. Where's eye level on a snail? I mean,
yeah. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. Well, sadly, there is another video. Let's see here. Okay, we have that one that just simply says the Earth is flat. I have no idea what's coming. I'm sure somebody's done this because they think they're funny, and we're about to find out. So here we go.
If it's not like a 5-second video, it's just someone coming on and just saying Earth is flat, goodbye, then I'm out of here.
Yeah, no, it's actually 6. So it's a 6-minute video. So, you know, it should be good. Balls to the wall, right? And here we go.
This video is brought to you by CapBeast.com. Design your own custom snapbacks and hats. CapBeast.com. We are beast.
This costume should manifest better money opportunities. What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Cinco Sale. I'm back with another video. I'm finna be explaining y'all how the Earth is flat. So it's a lot of different reasons why the Earth is flat. Now a lot of people don't believe me. Hold on, put my phone. Do not disturb. So a lot of people don't believe me, and a lot of people think I'm crazy. And like, even if you try to look up, is the Earth flat? It's a whole bunch of links, videos saying how it's not flat. So I'm finna come to y'all explaining y'all how the Earth is flat. All right. First thing first, like I said in my last video, I think I said in my last video, I don't remember. But NASA, I already told you how NASA been lying to us. But NASA.
How did this video get sponsored? This person literally checked his phone during the recording and straight up just kept going. He didn't start the takeover?
No.
He's in a dorm room. That's a bunk bed behind him.
That's probably that's where he shares with his brother, his little brother.
Yeah.
Like, this looks like a college student or someone who lives with a sibling. How is this? Like, get a white wall. Like, you can find a wall. You can find a professional location. You can find. Actually, the lighting isn't terrible, but like, what? What is even? Just, this is such a low effort video. And he's mumbling. It bothers me when people mumble. Articulate, please.
Yeah. Loki Fish Mars in the chat is asking if we can reboot the Wabinga bot because it's stuck in a loop.
Yeah, we've been working on the Wabinga, but got a lot of problems with that. It's just not working right.
This video, by the way, it's Aimee's fault.
I'm keeping a record of that. Okay, good to know.
Thank you.
That's what, strike number 55 for me again. Uh-oh.
Easy.
We're heading towards the 66 now, Aimee.
Oh, looks like we need Aimee to jump in one more time here before we move it along.
Sure. We've got Harold for $5 American says send the Flurfs into the forest with only a hatchet and tell them they can't bother us again until they can build computers. Never trust authority. Hashtag. I like that. Thank you.
Love it, Harold.
Well, the Flurfs.
Here he comes.
Has been photoshopping the Earth because it's basically copying and paste mountains, right? So you know how when you Google the Earth, right, it shows like the little mountains and shit. You know what I'm saying? Water, all that shit, right? Nigga, it's copy and paste mountains, bro, all around it, bro. So that shit is obviously fake. You know what I'm saying? And I believe the Earth is like a dome. Like y'all gonna see how the Earth look. It's gonna be in my thumbnail. When you go back and look at the thumbnail, screenshot it, and then y'all see that's how the Earth really look. So you got the regular flat, right? Then it's a dome around it. Now I'm finna explain to y'all what the dome look like. Now you can't see the dome with a regular eye. You can only see it through a rainbow. I'm finna explain that. So you know how when it rains, right? Which of course the weather is being controlled. You know how when it rains and you see a little rainbow and you know how it's curved like an arc? You know what I'm saying? Like it's going like this. Hold on. Like that. That's the dome. They don't want you to see it. It only happens when it rains. That's just nature. That's what nature's gonna do regardless.
Oh my god.
As your resident queer, I'm just going to explain how rainbows work. If you stand between a light source and a prism or water, which can effectively be a prism, you will see a rainbow. Because
I thought you were going to say gay.
Oh, you do become gay. Every time you see a rainbow, you become gay.
Oh, that explains it.
Yeah. That's why everyone who's ever been a child is gay. It's all part of the agenda. So a rainbow is just the sun is just light being refracted and like white light being split up through a prism of some sort. Now, or a lens. Now, when you see a rainbow after rain, what that is the sun's light being refracted by water or rain. That is the effective prism, or water in the air. Now, you know how J.J. Abrams uses lens flares a lot?
We love the lens flare.
Oh, yeah, it's the same principle. And you know how lens flares are kind of circular? Like if you want to do a good lens flare, you get a bunch of circles. Rainbows are circles because they're basically lens flared sunlight, the lens being the rain. So you only see partial circles because of where you are, like obstructions in your view. But theoretically, and I have seen more complete, almost circular ones, at the right angle without any obstructions, you would just see a full circle rainbow. Funny story, there is actually a pot of gold at the end of each rainbow, because the end of the rainbow isn't where the tails are. It's the other side of that lens, which is the sun. And the sun has several Earth masses of gold in it. So the sun is the rainbow and has a bunch of gold in it.
That's awesome.
I keep trying to get to that pot of gold, but every time I go towards the rainbow, it keeps fucking moving.
I heard a rumor. Now, I don't know if this is a fact, but I did hear a rumor, and it sounds pretty substantial. But if Gary Wabinga is in a dark room and he farts really hard, he sees a rainbow in the dark. So, there's that.
He might also see stars if he pushes too hard.
Either that or have an aneurysm.
There's always hope.
Yeah.
Jinx.
Should we unicorn farts? Exactly, Keith. That's it. Should we let this guy ramble on a bit more? I'm pretty sure he's going to tell us that the concave Earth is actually inside his cranium, but I'm not sure. We'll see.
Oh, my bother. Okay, go on.
So that's basically the dome. We see it, but y'all don't want to believe it. You know what I'm saying? It's also flat because if you ever flew on an airplane, I flew on an airplane before. When you thousands of feet in the air, right? You should be seeing some type of curve. Am I right?
No.
If the Earth is round,
not
you should see
until much higher. Actually, like our eyes are pretty imperfect, and like you have to get up really, really, really high. Like generally low Earth orbit.
Yeah, I think this guy's been high a few times.
From eye.
That's not actually true. You can actually see the curve.
Don't you need
but it's whether
lines added?
But it's whether or not you decide in your own mind, you are actually seeing the curve. You know, some people can see the curve, some people don't. You know, it's just literally a sense of perspective of your own visual acuity and your own mind. It's all it is, really.
Well, I'm not sure this guy has a mind, but I'm pretty sure he's still pissed off from when his grade 8 principal kicked him out of school.
Kicked him out of school? I don't think he went in one. I'm not being funny, but listen to the way he speaks. He does not come across as a smart guy. I'm sorry.
You mean sponsored by customizable snapbacks?
No, I bet he's not. No, I bet he wasn't sponsored at all. It's probably something he put at the front of his own video.
Yeah,
and it's probably a friend of his. You know what I mean? It's not an official sponsorship. It's just some shit.
Yeah,
it's like
I wouldn't doubt that.
It's like Dick could put at the front of his videos, you know, sponsored by Dawson's cod pieces, but he doesn't because he likes to keep that separated from the shells.
Yeah, I sell well anyway, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. And they fit great. They're gorgeous.
Okay, I'm pushing
it's
play.
Some type of curve. You know what I'm saying? We don't see that shit. If we thousands of feet in the air, bro, all that shit is flat. We looking at a whole bunch of flat land. You know what I'm saying? We looking at a whole bunch of flat land. Same thing with the gravity thing. You know how they say Earth is spinning just like this the whole time? That shit is not fucking true, my nigga. If the Earth is spinning, that means we spinning the whole motherfucking time. Just like with gravity, right? The Earth is steady moving up, bro. That's why when you drop something, it falls in like watch when I drop this.
What?
Wait,
Because
the Earth is a spaceship moving up. What?
Did you hear that shit? Oh my God. If the Earth is moving up and that's why things fall, how am I able to jump? How does that even work?
That was an argument that was proposed by the Flat Earth Society, who flat earthers deny. Well, they basically say they're out to take the piss out of flat Earth and their shills. But that was a proposed idea from the Flat Earth Society. And
the problem?
We're basically traveling at 1G constantly, which, if you think how old the Earth is, we would have reached the speed of light a long time ago, and things would have been really fucked up.
Oh my God! Even the tardigrades would be like, this is kind of uncomfortable, guys." You know.
We're moving. What about, like, I don't know, air? Like, what would that do to wind? Like, is the air also moving up? Like,
well, yeah,
closed system. It's the dome. It's the dome. Closed system.
Sweetie, go have another shot.
Okay, we have a dome, so there's no. Okay.
Go have another shot. It's okay.
Has anyone ever shown this guy like a hose on mist mode? Because if you show a hose on mist mode,
look at this guy.
You get a little rainbow.
I'm sure this guy has seen a lot of hose.
Yeah, but only at night.
And I should point out that Tony Regime has corrected me yet again. Come on in, Tony. Why aren't you on the show playing Doris? I don't have to do it. So Tony Regime has corrected me, saying it was Einstein who first put forward the idea of the Earth accelerating upwards.
Right.
So he must have been drunk as well. Einstein, not Tony.
Well.
No, the point Einstein was making was that you wouldn't be able to tell while standing on the Earth.
Yes.
You wouldn't be able to tell the difference between acceleration and gravity. It was a thought experiment.
Yeah, I was going to say,
literal.
It's one of his great thought experiments at times. And he was a great man for just sitting down, having a few pints and thinking and just coming up with shit. That's really. It's a his stuff stands. There's doesn't. Oh, and by the way, is this guy allowed to say nigger so much? I mean, well, I don't know. I mean, he can't be talking to us whiteys.
Well, oh damn it! Oh, fuck, it had to happen.
We probably shouldn't be saying that word. Like, really, we should not be saying that word.
Yeah.
You can say that word.
Please don't say it. Just don't say it.
He said it.
Yeah,
I know he did, but don't say it. Period.
It's like I can say the F word, or I can call myself a dyke. You can't say it. It's the same thing there. And him saying it is him reclaiming it. It does not give us permission to say shit. So maybe never say that word out loud again. Just don't think.
That's a different debate. I think people should be able to say whatever they like. But anyway, carry on.
Yeah, that is a definite debate that's out there. There is that for sure. But let's focus on him, not his words.
Yeah, I was just pointing it out. I wasn't trying to cause grief, but yeah, there you go. Carry on.
Yeah, because you wouldn't do that. Jesus.
I never cause grief.
All right, so let's skip ahead and nobody in the chat seems to much care, so that's a good fucking moron. Fuck, man. All right, I'm hitting the button.
Earth is moving up. You know what I'm saying? It's no fucking. That's all it is, bro. It's a flat surface, but it's gradually moving up. It's not going around like this. It's moving up. That's why when you drop something, it's going up. The Earth is going up. We're gradually going up. Exactly. Self-explanatory. Y'all think it's gravity. It's only gravity and it's only gravity in space. No, that's not true, because as you can see when I drop it, you know what I'm saying? It falls because it's going up. We don't see it, but that's what's happening. That's basically how the Earth is flat. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, it should be some type of ending point. Now I'm finna tell y'all this. So you know how back when we was in school, right? You come in the classroom and you see a globe. You know what I'm saying? Play with the globe, look at the globe and shit.
Shut up, Meg.
Oh boy, that was interesting. Before anybody goes into anything, I just want to grab something really fast. We've got Truth Nerds for €5 who says, in your reference frame, you can accelerate at a constant rate forever. In special relativity, there's no absolute time. Thank you very much, Truth Nerds. I appreciate that.
Good one.
Thank you.
Well, that didn't hurt.
So did he prove the Earth is flat? I missed the evidence there.
He proved his head is fucking empty. I'll tell you that. Wow. I mean, he just stepped right up and made a big banner and put it out front of his house and let everybody know. That was just crazy. I believe and I think, and like he was pulling it, like even Daniel Pratt put the damn ball in the drill and whatnot. He's just a babbler. It was nothing.
Well, I mean, what was the video called? Earth is flat. I mean, I think basically this is his. He's been watching some videos on YouTube, and he's just basically come out on his channel and just saying that Earth is flat because of this, that, and the other. Because he's watched some videos, and that's where he's come from. And it is kind of like what you expect from somebody who's just suddenly. We've seen it quite a few times on videos where suddenly people come to the conclusion the Earth is flat, and they will just do a video just rambling nonsense with no fucking evidence whatsoever. It's not the first time. It won't.
No, that's for sure. Amy's up.
Yes, this is going to be an interesting one to read. We've got Gary IOW for 5 British pounds, says shush Gary 8 times. So there we go.
I think he wants you to read every single word to lull him to sleep.
That's okay. We're all set. Thank you. It's just 8 shush Garys. So there we go. That's awesome. Thank you.
Oh, that was funny. That's awesome. I see Sean Hawkins is here giving Gary the gears. That's funny.
We need a new one. Shut up, Gary.
Yeah.
We'll have to record Matt doing that at some point.
Yeah. Gary's coming back. Here we go. Well, I mean, looking at the time at all, I think, Aimee, maybe it's time for you to do your thing. Is it?
I think so. I think.
Get the ping pong balls.
What's that?
Not that. Oh, not that thing then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Jesus.
That was an unexpected outburst.
Yeah, that was Winona Ryder, you dumbass.
Is she on next week?
Not now. Fuck.
Oh my God, he's worse than Matt.
Oh, right, I'm muting.
No, you're fine. I'm used to it.
DK, take your meds and let her do her thing, will you? Jesus Christ.
Okay, so let's get right around the room here and see if anybody has any brain cells left. So we're going to start out with Mipet. Mipet, how are you feeling after all of that this evening?
Yeah, not too bad. I need to apologise for Mitchell in Australia. I truly, truly do. But I've got what I learnt today. Here we go. 30 seconds that just drove Astra crazy. I'm truly apologise for that one. The number one flat earth proof, I think not. They have problem with scale. Yes, they do. I love the eclipse crap, try and pick the best pictures possible. Not. What else we got? Oh, the 360 drone footage. Well, that was pretty. Orthographic eye height. He's lying to himself. And number 7, what a tosser. So that's what I learnt today. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. That was brilliant. And next up, we have Bad Astra. Astra, what did you think of this evening? Was there any highlights or anything?
Today, I learned that if you're going to make broad assertions on YouTube, it's very difficult to debunk them. But if you're going to make specific mathematical assertions on YouTube, something like a Google image search can easily debunk it. So maybe flat earthers should avoid specifics because it's way easier to debunk specifics.
Good point.
Exactly. That was awesome. Exactly. That was great. Thank you so much. And next up, we have Purple Rhymes with Orange. Purple, what did you think of this evening? And was there anything that stood out to you or anything?
Well, we had a couple of them who were just arguing about the math and arguing points about the globe, but they weren't really proving the Earth was flat. They were just at best proving that we've got the numbers wrong.
Right.
So it's like they don't even understand what their own things are illustrating, and
Yes, exactly. It's really frustrating too. Thank you so much. And next up, we have DKG. DKG, what did you think of tonight, Doris? What was your favorite part?
Are you sure?
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Badass is right. I mean, the thing is about Flat Earth, and we have seen this a lot these days, is they are avoiding anything specific that you can prove they're wrong. That's happening more and more and more these days, and they're just. That's why they won't bring up a model, because we don't need no stinking model, because as soon as you do that, you can debunk it. So they're just grifting and being idiots, and the idiots are listening to the grifters and putting out videos, repeating the shit that they say. I really don't care, because you know what? we can look at the globe every fucking day from space, and we can see it's not flat. So fuck them. I was going to say something else, but I can't remember what it was. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm such a pain in the ass.
Oh, you're fine. It's okay. Thank you so much for coming on.
Too funny.
and big glad no singing tonight, so you're all right.
Oh.
I could start. But no, I won't.
Please don't.
I know.
Everyone's a bloody critic.
No shit, right?
Sorry, Amy, can I just break in there? I had a request as to what is a tosser. Think fuck knuckle. You know, that it's sort of an Australian term for fuck knuckle, basically. I had someone ask in the chat what a tosser was. That's the basic translation.
A proper jerk off.
We have
exactly.
Here's where us in Australia, we're such close cousins. We know what a tosser is, not a problem. Yeah. So we speak the same language.
Yes, yeah, just the Americans maybe wanted to know. Yeah, no, so it's definitely not a Kent Hovind thing, although he is a fuck knuckle. But yeah, sorry, just needed to clarify. Thank you.
Sure. Not a problem. Thank you. Because I wouldn't have known either. And last but not least, we have Dick Dawson. Dick, what did you think of this evening? Were there any highlights? Did you get to learn anything from any of these videos or anything?
Yeah, I learned something today. I learned that every time you go down the conspiracy rabbit hole, you type some flat earth, maybe anti-vax or whatever, there's one thing you're guaranteed to find. Fucking wanker, a jerk off, a fuck knuckle. Say it for us, Mipet. Oh, she's
a
gone.
Tosser. No.
There, see?
A tosser. Yeah.
Yeah. And, you know, you can go and pay for that kind of thing on OnlyFans, or you can just watch people like Pratt and so on do it all fucking day on YouTube. So save your money.
That's a challenging wank.
Yeah, well, like I was going to say, save your money and come on a dummy. You know, there you go.
Well, there you go. Well, those were interesting videos, to say the least. Yeah, and the one that really got me, I think, though, was the one with the eclipses on it, and how that guy thinks only where he is in his exact spot matters compared to anybody else who is viewing this eclipse and getting the correct information, which it gave. But anyway, so that was very interesting. I just want to thank everyone in the chat for coming tonight, and I want to thank everyone in the panel as well for coming. We always have fun doing these shows for you. So I hope you all enjoyed, and I want to thank everyone and wish you all an adieu. Good night, everybody. Thank you.
Good night, fellow babies.
Good night, all. Thanks, Amy.
Thank you.
We don't need no stinking badgers.